Hi, welcome to your Minute with Mike. We've been talking about side dressing, and I want to hone in on the total picture of side dressing. I'm often guilty, and many people are, of losing perspective about this topic and only focusing in on N, losing perspective. But the perspective you should have is about your total corn crop and the complete nutritional needs that crop needs to finish strong and produce you a truly profitable, robust crop. Side dressing presents an opportunity to do just that. You can manage risk. You can manage the stress on the crop in side dressing applications. You can manage your profitability by minimizing your risk of loss and dialing in the rate as the season dictates. And finally, you can protect the upside potential of your corn crop without overspending using an exciting new tool I'm going to introduce in this video. How do you do all of that? Well, you use a system and you look at the total picture of your needs. We've talked about two of those components. See, there's 3 steps and 3 tools at your disposal through Willard Agri-Service. One is to determine the correct nitrogen rate for your field using our field-specific and weather-specific eco-nutrition nitrogen model. Once you've determined the correct rate of nitrogen for your desired yield goal, use the finisher to supply that nitrogen, balancing out important elements like potassium, sulfur, and boron with your nitrogen. And then finally, step 3, we introduced an exciting new technology last year called 𝗬𝗓. 𝗬𝗓 provides 25 pounds of nitrogen and phosphorus in crucial micros, all while managing stress on your crop. Where did we see 𝗬𝗓 corn work really well last year? First and most important was in fields where we applied 1 pound or less of nitrogen per bushel of expected yield, so really an efficient corn crop. We saw an extra bump come from fields that had a manure history or manure applied when we accounted for the nitrogen in that manure. And finally, we saw great environmental stress management, whether that's from insects, disease, hot and dry weather. And we believe that came because we were stimulating the soil health and the soil microbiome. You can see that we got 25 pounds of nitrogen and phosphorus, as well as a really broad spectrum array of critically important micronutrients. What did that look like? In many cases, we saw definitive visual responses in the corn plant. This is a picture from a field where we got an additional 10 bushels of yield out of a 𝗬𝗓 application for the same pound of nitrogen through managing that environmental stress. So don't forget the total picture, don't lose perspective. Manage your corn crop using these tools that will protect your downside in a stressful year and certainly open up the upside in a good year. Thanks so much.